Okay, so our next topic will be perpendicular lines. So let's define first what is perpendicular lines. So perpendicular lines are lines that intersect at a 90-degree angles. Two lines are perpendicular to each other if their slopes are negative reciprocals of each other. So, itong perpendicular lines, hindi lang sila nag-intersect or hindi lang sila nag-meet, but also their degree or the angle of kung saan sila nag-meet ay it should be 90 degrees. And ang slope dapat ng ating lines para masabing perpendicular ang ating mabubuong lines ay kapag ang slope ng isa is positive, then ang slope naman ng isa is negative. Then, it should be the reciprocal. Ano ibig sabihin ng reciprocal? Pinagbaliktad natin ang numerator at ang denominator. Okay, so para mas maintindihan, here's the example of perpendicular lines. So, yung naka-square na yon, ibig sabihin, 90 degree ang angle nun. So, as you can see here, lahat ng angles natin dyan is 90 degrees. So, therefore, it is a perpendicular lines. Okay, so example, para masabi natin perpendicular ang ating line. So, determine whether each pair of lines is perpendicular or not. Okay, so for line 1, line passing through negative 2, negative 1, and 1, 3. For the line number 2, 4y plus 3x minus 8 is equal to 0. So for this one, for line 1, what are we going to do first? We're going to find first the slope. Then for the line 2, what are we going to do? We're going to rewrite it into the slope intercept form para mahanap natin ang kanilang slope. Okay, so let's proceed first to line number 1. Okay, so we're going to compute first the slope for line number 1. Okay, so using this formula, m is equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus y sub 1. X sub 2 minus x sub 1 yun. Okay, next. So, ang ating y sub 2 here is 3. Then, copy the minus sign. Ang ating y sub 1 there is negative 1. Then, ang ating x sub 2 is 1. Ang ating x sub 1 is negative 2. So, 3 minus negative 1. So, since magkadikit ang ating negative sign, so it will become positive. So, 3 plus 1 will become 4. Next is, same process din, magkadikit ang ating negative sign dito sa 1 minus negative 2, so it will become positive. So, 1 plus 2 is equals to 3. So, therefore, ang slope natin sa line 1 is 4 over 3. Okay, so since nahanap na natin ang slope sa ating line number 1, therefore, hahanapin naman natin ang slope sa ating line number 2 by rewriting the equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so ating given sa line number 2 ay 4y plus 3x minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so gawin natin siya sa slope-intercept form. So, yan ay magiging 4y is equals to negative 3x plus 8. Bakit siya naging negative 3x? Kasi tinranspose natin siya sa kabilang side. So, therefore, yung positive magiging negative. Then, kaya rin naman naging positive ang ating 8 kasi tinranspose natin siya sa kabilang side. So, we're going to divide both sides by 4. So, 4 divided by 4 is equal to 1. So, kaya siya matitira na lang ay y. Next is negative 3 divided by 4. So, it will become negative 3 over 4. Next is 8 divided by 4. It will become positive 2. So, therefore, ating slope-intercept form here is y is equals to negative 3 over 4x plus 2. So, therefore, ang ating slope dito is negative 3 over 4, which is the negative reciprocal of the slope in line number 1. Thus, the slope of line 1 is 4 over 3. So, yun yung nakuha nating slope sa ating line number 1. While the slope of line is 2. While the slope of line 2 is negative 3 over 4. So, it will become negative and the reciprocal of the slope natin sa line 1. Since the slopes of the lines are negative reciprocals of each other, the lines are perpendicular. Again, ang slope natin sa line 1 is 4 over 3. Then, ang slope natin sa line number 2 is negative 3 over 4, which is the negative reciprocal of each other. So, therefore, ang ating line na nakuha dito are perpendicular. Always remember that if the slopes are negative reciprocals of each other, so therefore it is a perpendicular line. Next is example number 4. Determine whether each pair of lines is perpendicular or not. So for line 1, line passing through 3, 2, and the origin. For line number 2, 12x plus 8y minus 32 is equals to 0. So, sa line 1, ano ang ating gagawin? We're going to find first the slope using the points. We're using the point 1, which is 3, 2, and the point in the origin. So, what is the point in the origin? So, it is 0, 0. Origin, ibig sabihin nasa gitna siya ng ating Cartesian plane. So, for line number 1, we're going to compute the slope. Okay. So, ang ating formula, m is equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. X sub 1 po iyon. Next, substitute natin ang ating mga given. Ang y sub 2 natin is 0. While ang ating y sub 1 is 2. Ang ating x sub 2 is 0. Ang ating y sub 1 is 3. So, therefore, 0 minus 2 is equals to negative 2. Then, 0 minus 3 is equals to negative 3. Since parehas silang negative, therefore, our final answer will be positive. So, our slope here is 2 over 3. Okay, next, we're going to determine the slope of line 2 by rewriting the equation in slope-intercept form. Okay, so ang given natin dito is 12x plus 8y minus 32 is equals to 0. So, 8y, gawin natin siya in slope-intercept form. So, 8y is equals to, bakit siya naging negative 12? Transpose natin siya sa kabila. So, kaya siya magiging negative 12. Kasi nandito sa una ay positive. So, since transpose natin, kaya siya naging negative 12. Then, dito, transpose ulit natin si negative 32. Kaya siya magiging positive 32. So, para mahanap natin ang value ni y, we're going to divide both sides by 8. So, 8 divided by 8 is equals to 1. So, kaya ang sagot na lang natin doon is y. Then, equals negative 12 divided by 8, or yung lowest term natin. So, saan sila pwedeng i-divide parehas? Sa 4. So, negative 12 divided by 4 is equals to negative 3. Then, 8 divided by 4 is equals to 2. So, kaya sagot natin dito is negative 3 over 2x. Next is 32 divided by 8 is equals to positive 4. So, therefore, ang ating slope-intercept form in line number 2 is y is equals to negative 3 over 2x plus 4. So, as you can see, it is the negative reciprocal of each other. So, thus, the slope of line number 1 is 2 over 3, while the slope of line 2 is negative 3 over 2. Since the slopes of the lines are negative reciprocals of each other, the lines are perpendicular. Again, if the lines are negative reciprocals of each other, so therefore the line will be perpendicular. So, yung sa nauna nating topic, if it is parallel lines. So, if the slopes are the same, therefore, it is parallel lines. Pero kapag ang slope natin is negative reciprocals of each other, therefore, ang ating line will become perpendicular lines. Okay, so for your activity, you're going to answer this on your activity notebook. Kung wala pang activity notebook or naiwan sa school, pakisulat ako sa papel. Okay, so determine whether each pair of lines is perpendicular or not. So for line number 1, or for number 1, line 1, line passing through 1, 4, and 2, 3. For line number 2, line passing through 0, 0, and 4, 2. So you're going to find first the slope by using the slope formula. Same with number 2 for line 1, line passing through 3, 2, and 0, negative 2. For line 2, line passing through negative 2, 5, and 2, 2. So you're going to determine first the slope by using the slope formula. Okay, so next for your assessment, you're going to answer this on our GC. You're going to submit your answers through your messengers. So explain the difference between parallel and perpendicular lines using both their slopes and their positions in the coordinate plane. For number 2, give at least one real-life example in parallel and perpendicular lines. So you're going to answer this question on the messenger. You're going to send your answers on our GC. Okay, so please do a screenshot para inyong masagutan ang ating assessment. Next, we're going to proceed to coincident lines. So let's define first the coincident lines. So coincident lines are lines that appear to be one and the same line when graphed. Coincident lines have the same slope and the same y-intercept. So coincident line, ibig sabihin, nasa iisang linya lamang ang dalawang line na ating hinahanap. So, para ma-determine natin kung yun ay coincident, so dapat meron silang parehas na slope at parehas na y-intercept. So, these are the examples of coincident lines. So, coincident lines are two lines that lie exactly on top of each other. Or we can say that one line exactly lying on top of another line. Ibig sabihin, magkapatong po ang ating linya. Ibig sabihin, parehas sila ng tayo. Or parehas ang line natin ng tayo. So, therefore, it is a coincident lines. So, this is the example of a coincident line. So, as you can see here, magkapatong ang ating line 1 and line 2. So, therefore, it is a coincident lines. Okay, so example number 5. Determine whether each pair of lines is coincident or not. So for line number 1, line passing through 4, 0, and 1, 6. And for line number 2, y is equals to negative 2x plus 8. So as you can see in line number 2, ang ating line number 2 ay naka-slope intercept form na. So, therefore, ang hahanapin na lang natin na slope at saka yung y-intercept ay yung line 1. So, we're going to determine first the slope. So, we're going to compute for the slope and the y-intercept of line 1. Okay. So, our formula in order to find the slope, m is equals to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, ang value ng ating y sub 2 is equals to 6. Ang value ng ating y sub 1 is equals to 0. Value ng ating x sub 2 is 1. Value ng ating y sub 1 is 4. So, 6 minus 0 is equals to 6. 1 minus 4 is equal to negative 3. So, ang ating slope, lowest term, yun ay magiging 2 over negative 1. Kapag yan ay ating nilowest term. So, 2 divided by negative 1 will become negative 2. So, since meron silang different sign, therefore, it is negative. So, ang ating slope dito is negative 2. So, you can solve the y-intercept by substituting any of the given points in the slope-intercept formula. So, dito ang gagamitin nating points na ibinigay sa ating line 1 is yung 0 and 4. Ang ating point na ginamit doon, ang ating ginamit doon is 4, 0, which is ang value ng y natin is 0. Ang value ng x natin is 4. So, we're going to substitute it to the slope-intercept form. So, value ni y is 0. Is equals to ang value ng ating m or yung slope is negative 2. Then, ang value ng ating x is 4. Then, copy natin plus b kasi hahanapin natin ang b in order to find the y-intercept. So, baka magtaka kayo kung saan natin kinuha ang 4, 0. So, dito po natin kinuha ang ating, wait lang. So, dito po natin kinuha ang ating point. So, therefore, ito ang ating x. Ito ang ating y. So, x at y, sinubstitute lang natin sila sa ating given na formula ng slope-intercept form, which is y is equals to mx plus b. So, ito ang ating ginamit. So, pwede rin namang itong kabilang ito ang ating gagamitin. Pero ito na lang aking ginamit, yung ating point 1. Okay, so let's continue the process. Okay. So, negative 2 times 4 will become negative 8. So, transpose lang natin sa kabila para maging equal sa sila. So, since negative 8 to, ita-transpose natin sa kabila, kaya siya magiging positive 8. So, therefore, ang ating value ng y-intercept is positive 8. So, ang ating given naman sa line number 2, so, take note na ang ating given sa line number 2 is, wait, y is equals to negative 2x plus 8. So, dito sa ating line 1, ang nakuha nating slope is negative 2, which is same sa ating line number 2, which is also negative 2. Then, nakuha na rin natin ang value ng ating y-intercept, which is positive 8, which is same lang din sa ating line number 2, na ating y-intercept is positive 8. Okay, so thus the slope of line 1 is negative 2 and its y-intercept is 8. So take note that the slope and the y-intercept of line 2 are the same as the slope and the y-intercept of line 1. Therefore, the lines are coincident. Since parehas ang ating nakuhang value ng slope and ng y-intercept, therefore, our line here is coincident line. Next, example number 6. Okay, so example number 6, meron tayong given dito na line 1, which is ito. Then, ang ating line 2, which is ito. So, we're going to determine whether the line 1 and line 2 are coincident lines. So, we're going to write both equations in slope-intercept form. So, ang given natin for line 1 is x plus 2y is equals to 3. So, i-rewrite natin siya into slope-intercept form. Kaya siya magiging 2y is equals to negative x. Baka siya naging negative, transpose natin. So, kaya siya naging negative. Then, plus 3. So, in order to find the value of y, we're going to divide both sides by 2. Para makancel natin. So, 2 divided by 2 is equals to 1. Then, y na lang ating isusulat. Next is, ano ang ating constant number sa ating negative x. So, it has a number there na 1. So, therefore, meron tayong number doon na negative 1. So, negative 1 divided by 2 is equals to negative 1 over 2. Next, so, ang ating ano doon is negative 1 over 2x. Next naman is 3 divided by 2. So, copy lang natin kasi hindi natin sila may divide. So, kaya siya magiging positive 3 over 2. So, therefore, ang slope-intercept form natin sa ating line 1 is y is equals to negative 1 over 2x plus 3 over 2. Next is for line number 2. So, ang given natin sa line number 2 is 2x plus 4y is equals to 6. So, i-transform natin siya into slope-intercept form. So, yan yung magiging 4y is equals to negative 2x. Bakit siya naging negative? Tin-transpose natin sa kabila. Then, copy lang natin si positive 6. So, in order to find the value of y, we're going to divide both sides by 4. So, 4 divided by 4 is equals to 1. So, matitira na lang dun ay y. Next is negative 2 divided by 4. So, yan ay magiging negative 1 over 2x. Then, next is 6 divided by 4. So, lowest term lang natin sila. So, yan ay magiging 3 over 2. Paano siya naging 3 over 2? Pwede natin silang i-divide parehas sa 2. So, 6 divided by 2 is equals to 3. 4 divided by 2 is equals to 2. So, therefore, ang ating slope-intercept form here is negative 1 over 2x plus 3 over 2. So, as you can see, we have the same slope-intercept form in line number 1 and line number 2. So, therefore, it is a coincident lines. So, notice that when the second equation is simplified, it is the same as the first equation. Therefore, the two lines are coincident. So, as you can see, itong line number 2, pwede natin siya i-simplified or i-divide ang ating given sa 2. And, ang magiging sagot doon is yung equation natin sa ating line 1. So, therefore, yung line 1 and 2 are coincident lines. So, for this lesson, your activity, it is only 2 items. So, i-diretso nyo na ang inyong activity dito. So, therefore, ang inyong activity for this day is 4 items. So, dito naman, you're going to determine whether each pair of lines is coincident or not. So, for number 1, line 1, line passing through 1, 1, and negative 4, 6. For line number 2, line passing through 3, negative 1, and negative 3, 5. So, you're going to determine first the slope, then substitute any of the point here and the slope in the slope-intercept form in order to find the value of the b or the value of our y-intercept. Same with number 2, which is our line 1, is line passing through 1, 1, and negative 2, 3. For line number 2, line passing through negative 5, 5, and 4, negative 3. So, ang gagawin nyo dito ay katulad ng ating binigay na example sa ating discussion. Okay, so ito ay napasagutan ko na. Kung nasagutan na, is very good. Kung hindi pa, is pasagot na rin ako. You're going to determine whether the lines are parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting lines. So ito, for number 1, what is it? Is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? For number 2, is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? For number 3, is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? For number 4, is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? So, it is another activity ha. Hindi nyo siya isasama sa inyong activity ng perpendicular and coincident lines. Next, for number 5, is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? And for number 6, is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? For number 7, is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? And for the last number, is it parallel, perpendicular, or intersecting? Okay, so thank you for listening. God bless and keep safe.